What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. Welcome to another installment of Off the Cuff. Now, I know what you're thinking. How is it that one watchmaker can just all of a sudden be a trendsetter? Well, it happens all the time, right? I mean, Rolex kind of paved the way for Pepsi being a big thing in 2018 when they released the Pepsi in stainless steel on a Jubilee, and then every watchmaker and their mothers had to come out with a Pepsi bezel. And then, we saw certain things. Bronze was very big for a while, thanks to the Bronzo being like this cult classic watch from Panerai. And there's trends. It goes up and down, right? Well, Chopard is truly crushing it. They're on the cutting edge. They're a trailblazer. And mark my words, their new design language that's seemingly sweeping the entirety of the watch world is going to be the new in thing in 2023. I'm going to go ahead and tell the time. It is 2:51 p.m. Let's get down to business. Now, I am not wearing a Chopard, but I am wearing my Seiko SBBN 031 Tuna. Please comment in the comment section below and tell me what you are wearing. Now, I also want to mention we did release an episode not long ago. 5 of the rarest Rolexes ever made, and you've never heard of them. And guess what? You're probably still not ever going to hear about them because it seems like YouTube doesn't want you seeing that episode. We released it 5 hours ago, and it has 1.4 thousand views. And the algorithm's just totally messed up right now because you can see our last episode got 181,000 views. So for some reason, Rolex does not want you learning about, YouTube doesn't want you learning about some of the really interesting Rolexes that I guarantee you the majority of you have never even seen. Click that episode and tell me, T3, I see you. And then I'll reply and I'll be really, really scared. Okay, go watch that episode. I'll leave a link in the description below. Thank you, Chopard. All right. We can see this Alpine Eagle 41 XPS. It is, very industrial, sharp, flat bezel with the rivets in it, integrated bracelet. We see a nice small second subdial with some groove pattern there. We see alternating Romans for the indexes, and then, you know what? Screw it. This is a butthole watch. All right. Chopard it makes butthole watches, and I've mentioned it before in a prior episode. In fact, we can go see it right here. Watchmakers need to stop doing this. I told you Chopard was ushering in a really, really negative form of texturing. This is not guilloche. This is tushy, a butt. This looks like a butthole. By the way, my mom's not allowed to watch this episode. I should have put a caveat at the beginning because my mom watches all my content. I'm sorry, Mom. I really need to rally against this right here. Why is this bothering me? Well, it's because not only did this happen, but we also see this with the notice, and I brought this up. It's very, very, very strange how, well, that's a nice loom shot render, but we can see here, same thing, right? We see this very, very interesting ode to butthole. I don't know what's going on. That could have been enough, right? But then everyone and their mothers inundated my inbox with this new release that Hodinkee publicized on their Instagram, the Enordane Model 3 limited edition for Hodinkee. And of course, the Hodinks, who are so full of themselves and who are so up their own asses, they would love this watch, and we can see why. Oh, it's a butthole. Guys, this is not guilloche. This is not a sunburst pattern. Look at that. And it's not just me saying it, right? Because if it were just me saying it, then I'd just be one idiot yelling to a camera. But other people saw this and immediately sent it to me, so they're seeing it too. So what does this mean for the watch world? Well, it means that watch designers are no better than high schoolers or middle schoolers that are encompassed by fads and trends. It means they are human too. And it means they like buttholes. I mean, hey, whatever. You can do your own thing, all right? I'm not judging anybody. But I will say I will not wear any of these watches. The best looking watch out of all of these is this, unfortunately, Hodinkee limited edition, though I actually really dig the way this watch looks. And you know what? Since we're here, let's go ahead and talk about it. So the dial, interestingly enough, we can see here It's pretty funny. Based in the heart of Glasgow, Scotland. Hello, just one more watch. I love Jody. He's going to be on my live stream coming up, by the way. I don't want to give too much away, but one of these live streams every Saturday around 11:30 Pacific, 11:30 a.m. Pacific, I should specify. He's going to make an appearance. So, okay. So, Entertainment has become a modern master of grand few enamel tradition, which copper, silver, or gold dials are covered with ground enamel powder, and then oven fired at high temperatures over 800 degrees Celsius several times to achieve rich and striking colors with high sheen finish. But how did they get this pattern, though? Did they press it up against Ben Clymer's butthole? Oh my god, I don't even know if I'm going to release this. This is pretty funny. Anyway, of course, Hodinkee, this is extremely limited. 25 units available for this watch, and they're selling it for $6,000. You know what? It was announced today, but if I click that link, I bet you it's sold out. We're gonna take a look at that in a moment. Sellita SW300 movement. Great movement. This is the same movement that we saw in this Pittsman review. This Pittsman 2 watch has an SW300 Sellita. Great movement. But hyper limited. What, 25 units? That's insane. Looks good on the wrist. I actually really dig this suede strap, and I love these very thin lugs. I think it looks really cool. I like the lack of signage except for right here. It looks like all the markers and indexes are actually frosted on the crystal, which is a very nice way of doing it. Oh, this is how they get the butthole. Look at that. There's someone hand painting a butthole on there. Interesting. All right. Well, that's cool. Not my thing, but you can do you. Oh, they actually start segmenting it. So this is interesting. All right. Yeah. I wonder. I wonder how intentional this was, but coming from Hodinkee, I think it was purposeful. Overall, a decent looking watch. Here, let's see. It looks like the markers are not... Are they on the underside of the crystal? It looks like they're not on the dial because they're casting a shadow on the dial. So perhaps there's another lens right above the dial underneath the crystal. I don't know. Looks very cool. Let's go ahead and click that link and see if it's actually sold out, because I'll bet you it is. Yep, sold. So out of 25 units, they went immediately, and we can expect that. So I'm going to do some quick math here, and I'm an idiot. So, holy cow, hold on. Yeah, so they made a cool $150,000 on that hyper limited run. So Ben Clymer will buy another vintage Porsche. Congratulations, Ben. I'm not jealous at all. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. I love these off-the-cuff segments because I can come here on the streaming setup and just, yell at you with some current events. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. Watch that other episode I released, and yeah, I'll talk to you on the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. Always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. By the way, on the members section, you get an extra episode per week, and we're about to go talk about the newest Frogman release, and I think G-Shock has redeemed themselves. But to see that episode, you're going to have to go join the members. Click the join button next to the subscribe button. It's $4.99 a month. You get access to the members-only Discord chat and an extra piece of content every single week. All right, guys, I'll see you over there. Love ya.